Hey, what's up YouTube? What's going on? In today's new video, what I wanted to talk about is a question that I get asked frequently. And the question is, what is the best exercise to do for a disc herniation or disc bulge? What are the best exercises out there? What are the best stretchers out there? What should I do, Remi? And to be honest, there isn't a perfect exercise out there. And I am always very cautious on recommending specific exercises because the thing is, when it comes to the exercise program for someone with an disc bulge or disc herniation, it's going to depend, and every individual is going to be different in terms of what their best exercises are going to be. And to give you guys an example, let's take three people. We have person A, person B, and person C. So let's say person A has an L5-S1 disc herniation that's causing them sciatica, and they have pain going down their right leg. Okay, so let's say person B has the same injury, disc herniation, L5-S1, causing sciatica going down the right leg, but this individual also has some arthritis going on at their facet joints. And let's say person C now has the same disc herniation, L5-S1, causing them sciatica going down the right leg, and they have some arthritis going on at the facet joints, but they also have a previous shoulder injury that kind of gives them some nagging issues at times. So three different people, they have the same disc herniation, but they have different and additional injuries and issues going on as well. So for person A, let's say they perform a McKenzie stretch and they notice they get good benefits from it and it's helped them in their recovery. Now, that McKenzie stretch and that same stretch would not be advisable for person B or person C, and that could actually trigger their symptoms because they have arthritis going on at their facet joints. So when they shoot into extension and they shoot into lumbar extension, this could actually trigger their pain and make them worse. So in that case, that McKenzie stretch, while it may have been good for person A, it's not good for person B and C. Now, to further break this down and to further move along, let's say we prescribe a side plank, or these individuals go to perform a side plank, which is part of their recovery process to develop some lateral core stability. So person A performs side plank and notices some significant benefits over time from performing it. Person B performs a side plank as well. They traditionally perform this and they notice significant benefits as well over performing it for a frequent period of time. However, when we get to person C, this now triggers their pain. So why it may trigger person C's pain is because when you consider the side plank, you're also engaging in shoulder stability as well, because your shoulder has to hold you up. So because that person C had a previous shoulder issue, by going into the side plank position, that could trigger their pain. So right there, we see that side plank is not an appropriate exercise for person C, and rather it may and likely could trigger their symptoms. So we would have to alternate or develop some sort of variation for that individual, where we're taking the pressure off the shoulder joint and off the shoulder and putting them into a position that's going to spare the shoulder but also develop that lateral core stability. So that may be something like an offset bench hold, where instead of engaging the shoulder, they now have to stabilize a lot more with their core and with their glutes as opposed to the shoulder. So that's one way to maybe develop an alteration. But anyways, the point being is I just constructed three different scenarios in where exercises may respond well for some and may not respond well for others. And that is the important takeaway, because there's no one size fits all approach. And so when someone asks me, Remi, what's the best exercise? What stretches should I do? What exercises should I do for my L5-S1 disc bulge or disc herniation? And to be honest, I don't specifically know. I don't. Without doing my own assessment, I can't really provide much information. Sure, doing some general core stability exercises may help some, but at the same time, another individual who is in significant pain may get some irritation from some of those exercises, just because the stabilizing component required for those exercises could trigger one's pain. And that would be someone maybe in a more extreme case where they're dealing with a lot of pain. And at that point, exercise might not even be the appropriate prescription for them, and they may have to wait till the pain comes down in order to perform exercise. So many different scenarios, and that's why I don't specifically recommend any exercises to anyone without really doing my own assessment. And I get asked all the time, what stretches or what exercises? And it really does depend, and there's no one size fits all approach. Now, I've specifically geared this towards a disc bulge or disc herniation, but this could apply to almost anything else. For example, what are the best bicep exercises? What are the best tricep exercises? those can be broken down as well, and those can be different for everyone as well in terms of what their goals are. Are they trying to develop the short head, the long head of the biceps? Really gets technical, but it doesn't just specifically fit to a disc bulge or disc herniation. It applies across everything. There's no one size that fits all. And that's the point that I want to try to share with you guys today, is that there's no one size fits all when it comes to exercise program. Everyone has different requirements, everyone has different needs, and things can be broken down into many different aspects. We could look at everyone's body, just their limb length, their physiology, the way they move, what is their previous history of sports, what do they do on a daily basis, what's their posture like. All this can influence the way a program needs to be designed and the exercises that they should be performing or shouldn't be performing. So, that being said, guys, that is it for this video. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please leave them below. And if there's any type of topic that you want me to address in a future video, be sure to leave a comment below. And with that, we'll wrap it up for the video. All the best, guys. Take care.